Hey everyone, the 2024 Ballon d'Or ceremony has just wrapped up, and it turned out to be truly controversial. Today we'll break down what went down, explore the conspiracy theories against Real Madrid, and try to figure out who really deserved the Ballon d'Or this year. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button so you don't miss out on new videos. Let's start. A couple of months before the ceremony, leaks suggested that Vinicius Jr. would win the Ballon d'Or. Given past years, these leaks often proved accurate. So it wasn't surprising that both Vinicius and his circle were confident in his victory. Vini invited friends, family, booked a restaurant, and Nike even released custom boots for him. He recorded interviews in anticipation of the win. But just one day before the ceremony, when Real Madrid was ready to send their team, Florentino Perez received a call, allegedly from Pep Guardiola, according to Marca, informing him that Rodri would win instead. This didn't sit well with Perez. Imagine this, the entire Real Madrid squad, coach, and even ambassador Santiago Solari skipped the ceremony. It's possibly the first time a club has fully boycotted the event. So, what happened? We see two possible explanations. The first theory is a conspiracy against Madrid still pushing for the Super League. We'll get to that later. Alternatively, this could have been a marketing ploy by France Football. Think about it, Ballon d'Or ceremonies recently lacked excitement. For years it was always either Messi or Ronaldo. This time they created a buzz with leaks that we all believed, only to switch things up last minute, leaving everyone, especially Real Madrid, reacting. And if this really was a marketing move, it was a cheap one, and I get Perez's frustration. Hyping your brand by deceiving a player and club in such a way? France Football might have just damaged its reputation big time. Now let's talk about Vinícius's behavior. Vinícius Jr. finished second in the race for the Ballon d'Or, but his absence from the ceremony drew mixed reactions. On one hand, his disappointment is understandable. Since the season ended, he had been considered a favorite in predictions, and many fans and experts expected him to win. As we previously mentioned, Vinícius had even prepared for the event, arranging a celebration for family and friends, with Nike releasing custom boots in anticipation of his expected triumph. Furthermore, numerous football legends voiced their support for him. However, such behavior raises questions. If Vinícius had achieved around 90 goal contributions in the season and was the undisputed favorite for the Ballon d'Or, his reaction might seem more justified. Over the past few years, there have been even more controversial cases, where awards went to players who, in the opinion of many, did not deserve them as much as others. Take Erling Haaland, for example. He won a treble with Manchester City and set records for scoring, yet the Ballon d'Or still went to Messi thanks to his World Cup victory. Nonetheless, Haaland attended the ceremony and showed no signs of disappointment. In previous ceremonies, there were also many deserving candidates, such as Xavi, Iniesta, Sneijder, and Lewandowski. All of them maintained professionalism and respect for the event. Vinícius, however, displays frustration, seemingly unable to accept a different outcome. As a result, he missed an excellent opportunity to strengthen his image. Had he attended the ceremony with a positive attitude, many would have soon forgotten his previous complaints. Instead, he chose to react on social media, adding fuel to the fire and giving more reasons for criticism. Now, let's dive into the conspiracy theory. Real Madrid's actions leading up to the Ballon d'Or indicate they were quite confident Vinícius would win. For instance, Gavi's comments were telling. No one would say something like that based only on rumors. Likewise, Nike wouldn't release special boots just based on speculation. In the leaked results, the rankings for other players matched except for the top 3. And during the ceremony, a reliable insider even claimed that only the top 2 or 3 spots would differ from the leaks. This suggests the list was possibly altered at the last minute. But why? This brings up an interesting point. Real Madrid, led by Florentino Perez, has been pushing for the Super League, which has created a major rift between Real and UEFA, even resulting in legal battles. We won't go into the full Super League scandal here, but if you're interested, let us know in the comments and we'll make a detailed video on it. Now, you might be asking, but what does UEFA have to do with the Ballon d'Or? That's a France Football award. You're right, but this year, UEFA helped organize the event for the first time. Coincidence? Maybe, but it definitely raises questions. During L'Equipe's live broadcast, memes featuring Vinícius were displayed, one of which showed a child with Vinícius's face sitting in the arms of another child representing Yamal. Such mockery from an official broadcaster of the ceremony is a striking incident. Why call it official? Because L'Equipe Group owns both L'Equipe and France Football. This whole situation feels like Real Madrid was publicly reprimanded in some way, and the full truth may never come out. UEFA, after all, isn't exactly known for transparency as history has shown. But on the flip side, let's remember that Real still won the titles of Best Club and Best Coach, which somewhat contradicts this theory. In the end, we'll leave the final judgment to you. The main question is, who truly deserved the Ballon d'Or, Rodri or Vinícius? Rodri's win is being praised as a victory of true football value over hype. One impressive aspect of Rodri's win is that it wasn't based solely on traditional metrics like goals and trophies, but on his genuine impact on the team. Rodri's influence on Manchester City and Spain far outweighs Vinícius's on Real Madrid and Brazil. Notably, Vinícius wasn't even a standout at the beginning of last season, only rising in the second half. While his performance in that period was remarkable, Rodri's stability throughout the season is evident in comparison. Another often overlooked factor is that Vinícius thrives in favorable conditions but struggles when things are less ideal, whereas Rodri creates favorable conditions for his entire team, whether in ball distribution or supporting attacks. If Vinícius had similar stats playing for a team like PSG or Milan, he likely wouldn't receive the same Ballon d'Or consideration, even if those teams achieved titles. Field behavior aside, Vinícius still competes in trophies, even matching Lautaro Martinez in contributions and achievements. However, when it comes to making a consistent impact, Rodri's influence is clear. Rodri, as the first defensive midfielder to win the Ballon d'Or, represents a unique case. His win signals a hopeful shift toward recognizing players for their impact beyond traditional stats and trophies. Rodri stands out as a benchmark in his role. No player matches him at his position. With Fernandinho's departure, he took on greater defensive responsibilities and even helped in attack after Kevin De Bruyne's injury, showing adaptability and effectiveness. Statistically, Rodri outperformed even Luka Modric the year Modric won the Ballon d'Or, though Modric plays closer to the attack. In 34 matches, Rodri, a defensive midfielder, scored 8 goals and provided 9 assists, while Vinícius, an offensive player, had 15 goals and 5 assists, a small difference considering their roles. One is primarily defensive, the other operates as an attacking player, exempt from defensive duties. It's also important to recognize the difference in league competition levels, with the Premier League being notably more competitive than La Liga. And on the national level, Spain won the Euros with Rodri as a key link in their rejuvenated team, earning him the tournament's Best Player award. Consistency is crucial, even if it's not the main criterion for the Ballon d'Or. Last season, only Vinícius's second half was exceptional, while Rodri maintained his level throughout the year. Who do you think deserved the Ballon d'Or this season? Like, subscribe to the channel, and share this video with friends.